Welcoming you back to crypto's juiciest news, baby dolls. BT Coin has just moments ago punched $63,000. We have mogged the non-believers. It was getting quite crazy down there, wasn't it? A lot of people were starting to say, Floptober, Wrecktober, holding sucks. I know, you could be right about all of those things, but we understand fundamentally why you even get wealthy in markets. And that's because over time, long-term mindset people are chewing away at the supply, and they come in and they don't trade. They take the supply, they buy a Bitcoin, they buy an Ethereum, they buy some altcoins, they buy some Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, PIKA, Dick with Butt, whatever it is. They buy some PDI, they take it slowly out. Could be $10 worth, could be $100, whatever it is. They put it in their back pocket and they go, well, see you in a year, okay? And then the slow accumulation of that eventually translates to a big enough move where you reprice up. And that's pretty much what we're waiting for, friends, but you just don't know when. You have 100 people buying every 1 minute to 6 hours, okay? And you're like, well, I don't know how much it's going to translate to, and you don't know exactly the time. Like in one cycle, okay, it takes exactly 2.7 months to reprice higher. In another cycle, it's like, 1.3 months, and another one might be 4.26 months. You never truly know, and that's what sends people crazy. But for now, we have a green emoji for Bitcoin. I'm going to show you the Bitcoin price chart so we can have some fun here. It is climbing up. This is actually the 15-minute chart, friends. Look at this. This is exactly what you want to see. Do you remember yesterday we had this crashing structure when we just take a big fat stab down and I go, well, usually these things just go the other way. Well, friends, we're just drawing squiggly lines and having fun here. It doesn't really mean much. It's $63,000. We're here to celebrate. Now, before we even get started into any other thing, friends, firstly, I'll play some nice gentle pump music for everyone because we're going to make it. Now, look at the Bitcoin chart here. See these percentages? These percentages is what you'll get for 4 years if you buy on the Bitcoin halvening, okay? So you got 165% per year, and then if the next Bitcoin halvening, you're starting to get 96% and then 67%. So even if, friends, you got 40%, in this one, remember we're starting from like $70,000. All you need to do is you just basically get the calculator. You go, well, around, I think it was $70,000 times 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So it's about Bitcoin 268K. I know this. I'm showing you, friends. It really is mind blowing when you just do stuff like this. That's why Michael Saylor goes turbo long. So when you're looking at Michael Chad Saylor and you're like, wow, this guy's such a big Chad. Reminds me of someone I know. He's Michael Chad Saylor, friends. He's a big giant Chad. But that's why he's doing it. He's borrowing at like 5%, whatever it is, 3 to 5%. And then he's buying something. He's like, oh, I'm going to hold for like 5 or 10 years. And the growth rate in this is still like 40%. It's like the biggest no-brainer. Eventually, though, friends, when enough people do it, the growth rate is not going to be 40%. So right now it's 67%, right? So you're gambling it's going to be 40%. Eventually, it's just going to go down to like 10%, 15%. But we're looking at like hopefully like a $1, $2, $3 million Bitcoin far into the future. It just depends how many of these companies start to price it in and how much money they're able to access. So don't forget, right? Giga Chads are turbo long crypto right now, friends. Also, I have a post here I found. I was looking for the word Chad. Look at this. This is eHex. Richard Chad Hart. If you want glory, you send eHex to 60 cents. No ifs or buts. This is Feb 2024. This was early in this year. You send it to 60 cents. I wonder if it will get sent there, to be honest. It depends how high PHEX goes as well. That'll be funny. Now, we just checked the major charts. We have Bitcoin dominance still sitting on the longest Bitcoin dominance run of all time. Yes, it is 630 days now. And Ethereum is simultaneously at its worst because, friends, Bitcoin dominance is pretty much just inverse ETH BTC, which we've gone through today. This is what the weekly chart looks like. Isn't it, friends? Isn't it funny how it's literally bouncing around this 21 EMA? It has not closed the week below this 21 EMA. We have done the most emphatic push up. Okay, it hasn't closed below here. So technically, you're still long here. Okay, you get out if it closes a week below 61,500. I covered recently as well Uncle Bobby Lucas, who makes a mean gyros. He's basically got a standard 4-year cycle playing out. It's going to be fantastic. And yeah, I guess all the Elliott waves and cycle guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we go sideways for a while. But friends, don't worry about this part because if you start to fixate on the time, You stop hunting around what's in front of you, okay? Because you think, oh, we're not going to move for 2 months. No. You shouldn't think like that, okay? You should be thinking about what coins do you hold now? Do you know exactly what you hold? Are there ecosystems building? Like, look at the amazing stuff that's happening with PokeChain, right? Pokemon Center. We just saw that basically PIKA. This is the most amazing thing, friends. PIKA just started going up. It started going up, and I started noticing these coins that are Pokemon themed, and I realized, oh wow, they're just making Pokemon themed coins. And I actually asked someone like, why are these all appearing? And people said to me, you Somi, you said that they're just like digital Pokemon cards. You referred to crypto as like that over and over and over again. And I never thought that was the part of the videos that you were actually paying attention to, the word Pokemon. I said it's like Pokemon. As soon as I said that, I did not know it was going to spark this thing. So PIKA's around 10 million market cap, friends. Like, but these are nothing. Okay, these are absolutely nothing, man. Let's see where everything is when PulseChain flips Cardano. Okay, that's 15x higher for Pulse's Spear. So some of these coins are going to be up 100x higher. Now, if we check out the Bitcoin monthly candle, it is really close. Floptober is now almost going to become Greentober again. These candles are very small, friends. This is very, very, very bullish. I can't tell you how bullish that is. A small candle right as you're dipping up is going to be amazing. And if I show you the total crypto market cap, excluding top 10, friends, others, I still have this line wave drawn, okay? This line wave drawn. I know it's just like a big swipe up because that's what it does, right? It does these big swipe ups. And we pretty much have it going up. Some sort of uncertainty. This could be, I'm just guessing, man. It could be US economy actually starts cracking a bit harder than they expect. And then maybe they just print money and they're like, no, you're not going to crack because we got a big Ponzi that we got to pay for. And then maybe we continue up. This is on a log chart as well, for instance, on a linear chart. So it's not that exciting if you look at the log chart. But this number translates from here to here is around I'm just to be conservative because you can't tell the exact top, right? It's around 4x for others, which hopefully, okay, if this is a 4 or 5x for others, yes, we're going to try and get a multiplier on that. In the earlier wave of 2024, see this move up here, Pulse did twice whatever the move was, okay? So if that's going to do like a 4, that's a standard move for Pulse 8, okay, standard. Hopefully we have more clarity with the corrupt SEC and all that. Maybe we don't get an 8 multiplier. By the way, I know 8, maybe it's not exciting for everyone, but man, an 8 on Pulse could mean like a 16 on Hex. Okay, if that Hex PLS, like if Richard really wants it higher, you know what I mean? That could happen. So that could be like a 16 on for Hex. ICOSA, my gosh, man. ICOSA would be 32 to 100x in that move. And we haven't even gone into the PulseChain altcoins. There could be anywhere from 50 to 100. Like things are just going to go wild. Like, pretty much everything you've been training for and waiting for is about to happen. Now, friends, I'm going to go through some news as well, which is kind of poopy, but you have to. Chris Larsoy, who is the Ripple founder, he donated $1 million of his money, which is just XRP tokens, which is given to them for free. He donated it to Kamala Crapper's campaign. Here I have even Kyle Chassé. Wow, what the F? Ripple founder just did the first ever crypto donation to a presidential candidate. He donated $1 million worth to XRP. So yeah, man, that's just, friends, look, it's all right to do these things. It's your money and stuff. Here's the actual news. Kamala Harris brackers. He's given 1.9 million so far. And here, what's Aaron? Shout out to Aaron.
Hey, Somi, are they dumping in the background?
What do you think they're doing, brother? They've already dumped $1 million. Wow. What? I was speaking about something else. That's funny because, yes, it's actually true, friend. Look, and look, for everyone new out here, if you're new, welcome. Please take a seat over there. Keep your pants on. In crypto, if you want to see how a coin is truly performing, you measure it against Bitcoin. So if you go to TradingView, type in XRP BTC, we put on a monthly chart, and we just put a chart. You can see this thing versus Bitcoin since 2013. It is down basically 80%. So what that means is whatever Bitcoin did, you did 80% worse. So remember, Bitcoin is meant to be, it's the safest crypto in terms of not going to zero and not being abandoned. That's what I mean by safe. It won't get abandoned, okay? So if Bitcoin did 100x, you only are up 20x. You see? So that's why you have to measure against Bitcoin, because you took all that risk, right? It's like if a bank is giving you 5% interest in your bank account, but then you give your money also to a crack addict who goes to a casino, and if they return back to you like 3% at the end of a year after gambling millions of dollars, you don't think that was worth it, right? You're like, oh my gosh, you could have lost it all. I took all that risk and you got me less than what the risk-free rate was, okay? So that's how we measure these things to compare them for performance. I also had to chime in as well, friends. Let's actually play some Habibi Ali music. You always got to think about who's actually your Habibi in this game. Who is your Habibi? Am I a Habibi? I am. Ripple co-founder Chris Larsoy dumps XRP tokens on the community after having the XRP BTC ratio down after 11 years. You just saw it. To donate to Kamala Krappus, who is anti-crypto. My gosh, man. And you're like at 20, 30 billion market cap. Vitalik is also dumping his token relentlessly, but he's an alien, and we all have Ethereum to thank for him. So it's great. But I'm just showing you, friends, psychologically, look, Ethereum's awesome. Vitalik's awesome. Of course, we love him. I'm just telling you, the new crowd are not going to relate to that. They don't care that you built the industry. And look, they should care, but they don't care. I'm telling you, they don't care. Why? They've got like 2,800 in their account. They can't buy Ethereum at $40 or $100 and speculate it goes to thousands. Okay, they're going to be buying Ethereum at $4 or $5 grand, so they're not going to be buying it. Okay, they might even buy Solana, or even better, they buy Pulse, PLS. Right? They go, wow, what if this thing goes to $1? That's what they'll be speculating on. They'll buy Hex at 3 cents. Wow, what if this thing goes to $1? Okay. And it doesn't help that the Ethereum Foundation and Vitalik is dumping ETH, and it's just always posted online. They're dumping ETH again. They're dumping ETH again, right? And see, that's why, like, psychologically, I'm just trying to help you identify where people are going to be situated themselves on. So this is the ETH BTC ratio. People are always going to be talking about it and thinking about it as well. Hopefully it rotates around. But on the contrary, right, Richard Hart, he buys his own token. He's not selling it. He buys it, literally using the fund, and he buys it with his own money, probably. PulseChain PLS should therefore be higher in market cap than XRP, friends. That's about a 30x away. Also, some big green on the PulseChain ecosystem. You see this? Hex, friends, it actually ticked up. It was up 40% on the day. And I've just clicked through for it to load. You can go to GoPulse. You just click on the little arrow next to it. It'll load the chart. And then you have it right here. So it's doing, friends, this nice retracement. But this was big. Look at this. Bang, 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 bang. Wow, hit like 37%. Yeah, get used to that. That's normal. Just 30 stock standard altcoin retracement. Any moves up. But these fast, sharp down moves, friends, that's bull market stuff. Okay? That's bull market stuff. In a bear market, you get fast, sharp up moves. Okay, you get like really, you don't get the stairways up. You just get like this. It's going down and like, wow, it's up 150%. No, then it comes back down. Okay, in the bull market, you get the big collapses down. Okay, because you're climbing the wall of worry, and there's like, there's 100 people in the room, and yeah, 1 or 2 get schizo. They get really worried, and they just sell it. They're like, oh, the coin is finally up, because they're so used to the PTSD. But yeah, they eventually live long enough to regret it. Now, what I'm going to do is just look at the CoinGecko ranking for XRP, friends. And XRP is 30 billion. And even if you want to go down the line, Cardano is 12 billion. So, like, I'm looking at them because, hey, you're an army. You guys are a cult. We might have a cult narrative. Okay, I just want to confirm as well with the cult word, friends. It's not occult. It's not cult. In crypto, we use these words and we change context. Okay, cult is just culture coin. Okay, but we use the word cult because it's also the word cult. Just like when if a coin goes down in crypto, we call it a Ponzi. If Bitcoin goes down 30%, you better believe we're all calling it a Ponzi scam. Okay, scam, Ponzi. We just say these words, friends. They're memes. They're fun. That's what we do out here. So if there is going to be an extension of memes, remember, you start off with the meme, you grow into a cult, then you grow into a neo-religion, right? Obviously, they're crypto religions, yes. If we're going to have anything like that, then Cardano, you are third cycle now. Okay, you're in your third cycle. So that's 12 billion. And then you have XRP, you're in your fourth cycle. And you are more old and more stale than PulseChain. Plus, PulseChain, friends, is EVM. Plus, it has actual meme coins, which actually go up, and actual communities. Cardano have a few. They've got this snack thing or whatever, but nowhere near to the level of PulseChain. Plus, you have the 170,000 Ethereum. Plus, you have 72 streamers. Plus, we have literally, friends, I don't want to hear any coin in crypto outside of PulseChain altcoins call themselves a cult. I don't want to hear that, okay? It's inexcusable. Where is your 15-year staking lockup, okay? You want to talk about locked in? How about a 15-year lock-in? You really want to believe? Okay, we literally locked in Hex Kareem. Shout out to Kareem, who watches this show as well, just like everybody else. You want to talk about commitment, loyalty? You want to talk about the offering and sacrifice? That's what it is. Okay, that's why, look, we are destined for greatness. PulseChain PLS, it's cheap, man. 868 million market cap. It should be 20 billion. It literally should be 20x higher. The whole thing should be 20x higher. Now, if you're going to carry the whole ecosystem and you want to add up all the coins, okay, give us. Look, in the worst case, friends, you add up all the coins here. You add up all the coins around 3 or 4 billion. Cardano's around 12. We should be higher than Cardano. The whole ecosystem is undervalued by 5x. So literally your portfolio should be 5x higher than today, just on the core coins, okay? 4 to 5x. And not even talking about the altcoins, okay? And that's not even based off like, guessing or anything. It's just like logically put it all together. Like, hey, biggest cult, biggest everything, but we wonder why? Why? Well, it's just the gatekeeping. That's it. It's the gatekeeping, and it just needs more time. Maybe people want to see Richard Hart streaming again. They want the founder, they want the leader, whatever it is. Okay, people will wake up once they see higher prices out there. See, no one has the confidence to come in and step in and reprice these things now, do they? But if they see Richard streaming again, if they see a positive SEC result with the court, right, October 31st on Halloween, where all the Hexicans and everyone's rocking up. Okay, maybe they just want to see Ethereum above $5,000. Maybe they want to see Bitcoin above 100K. You don't know the exact catalyst. If you did know, it would be a cheat code, wouldn't it? You just wait for that one move and then go leverage every time. But you can't. You know, markets don't work like that. Before continuing as well, baby dolls, I have to light a candle here for Big Lenny. So if a lot of, from the Telegram baby dolls, a lot of you, funny enough, everyone has heard of the bodybuilding forum. So before these crypto mainstream memes and things out here, friends, back in the Ziz era, there was bodybuilding where like fitness levels really became popular, and the original memes and you know what we call mogging today, you know how you like to mog somebody or the alpha male of the group to do all these, it started with the origins of bodybuilding. Unfortunately, Big Lenny has passed away. Okay, so Big Lenny, friends, he was one of the first living memes. He literally just passed away. We pray for your soul. I'm not joking, this guy was a literal living meme, friends. He was a literal living meme. This is unfortunately him when he was recording, basically recording on his deathbed as well. He had heart failure. So you see him, friends. So obviously Big Lenny, a lot of people are confused now, but before memes were really memes, okay, you know, now we know what memes are. Back then, in like, 2009, 10, 11, the early social media type of beginnings, the original memes, they were not, I'm doing this to have fun and let's stimulate everyone, okay? It wasn't that. These people were actually straight delusional, okay? They were straight delusional and they just lived in their own world. And they were very particular characters. They had a lot of heart and spirit a lot of the times, but yes, so this is Big Lenny. Obviously, you see his big stomach here. So I'm just going to show you. So he always called himself, he was so delusional, friend. This is why we love Big Lenny, okay? Big Lenny, he was a gentle heart, gentle soul. So I'm going to show you, this is Tom Platz. This is Tom Platz in his peak, okay? You know, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. And then he would go around, Big Lenny would go around, his nickname was the Tom Platz of abs, right? So it's such a hilarious thing to watch him go around. And it was not a joking. He was not joking going around. But he had a big, kind heart as well. It was one of the OG memes, man. And unfortunately, yeah, so he's passed away from heart failure. And it all was birthed on the bodybuilding MISC forum, miscellaneous. There was also autistic kid called Jason Genova, which I'll show you now. So Jason Genova, friends, on the left here. So Jason Genova on the left, he's actually autistic. Okay, he's actually on the spectrum, and he would go and compete to all these. He would actually. Oh my god, this is giving me memories, man. He would actually go and compete in these bodybuilding stages. And I've just found the photo. This is him competing on stage. This is him out here. But back then, autism, there was no retardio. There was no celebration of autism. It was, everyone felt really uncomfortable. No one knew how to handle these things. And they became like really memey. Like, I'll give you an example. This is one of Jason's poses. Okay, he did this on stage as well. This is one of his poses. And he would, because he was autistic, friends, we didn't know, no one really understood a lot of these things, okay? So he had wee stains in his underwear, okay? He would go on here and he literally have wee stains, and that's why they all joke, because Jason Genova used to say, it's sickening how ripped he is. He used to call himself super ripped, and everyone would say the pissening, okay? And these words and these memes, this is how that was actually the hotbed of how these things started, and they're just forum-based stuff, right? There wasn't any of these videos and everything, but how it all actually started was, there was a gym. I forgot where it was. I think it might have been Florida. There was a gym where all these guys used to go, and someone started recording Jason Genova, as I just showed you, and Big Lenny was one of them there. And these characters, so these older guys had come in. There was Big Lenny, Big Richard, a couple of these others, and they would just all become friends. That's why they were called the Delray Misfits, the delusional misfits, pretty much. And like they all had their own walks of life. Not all of them were fully on the spectrum or anything, but they just had a lot of heart, a lot of soul. They just go through life problems together, and it was all natural. It was all natural. And back then, there was none of these like early cut videos. Back then, it was just like you had to watch like a 55-minute video just to see what's happening back in their neck of the woods. So Big Lenny, like this is what it used to look like, right? They just go around recording.
Fat, yeah, fat fucking Lenny. Now look at this. After a pound of beef and 3 cups of rice. Look, my pre-workout meal. Look at that.
Olympism, what is it called?
It's called Lennyism now. And I.
Oh,
Look at that
friends.
jaundice. Holy fuck, your eyes are yellow. Who's that?
I've had many women at work tell me you have the most beautiful eyes, and I always like sort of snicker and smile. If they only knew the real reason my eyes are. Fame and fortune.
I can't even show you this next part, friends. We'll just. I'm gonna pause it.
Fame and fortune. Look what it did for me.
So, friends, you see his shirt? See his shirt? Sends Christina. I forgot her surname. He was obsessed with like this fitness model, this Christina girl. I think, well, they ended up paying. I think it was once the community, they paid for him to go and visit her. I think to go and fly and basically go to one of her expos. And he was like, literally, I'm bringing back so much memories, friends. It was like this ongoing story and lore, man. This is pre-meme coins, right?
How much do you weigh?
330 with 9% body fat. See the veins? You ever see a 330 pounder with veins? How about a 330 pound 50-year-old man with teeth like this? No. My mother.
He used to go around, friends. That was the funniest part. When people would say to him like, "What's wrong with your stomach?" in public, he'd be like, "You ever seen teeth like this?" Like it was just, these were the early memes. He's one of the most likable men. They all had like gentle hearts. They all looked after each other. And this is where, if you want to know in crypto, how did memes come about? Okay, you have Dogecoin on the internet, but this type of stuff was running concurrent to it. And then what do we have? We have the convergence. They combine later on all that time. So all the personalities of these undertones for societies, of all these, this is where the alpha male mogging all this stuff, the retardios, the Chad, all these, that is where the underpinning of it all came from. And look what we have today. Like we have nice clipped up videos and stuff out here. And then like you have Lenny, friends, like it's so funny. He would just literally go on stage on here and then everyone would like cheer him on. Like it's like the meme, man. It's like Dogecoin, right? Like you're just cheering on, hey, that's a joke coin, right? So yeah, rest in peace to Big Lenny. I wanted to give a big tribute out there. A lot of people, if you're on there, you'll remember. Also, shout out to Mr. J Plush out here. Jason Genova. I totally forgot that guy existed. Takes me back to the early YouTube days.
Going to the moon.
Oh, man. So the Hodge twins as well, friends. So, yes, it's, man, it's just crazy. These are the early memes, friends. These are the early memes. Okay, so now back to the crypto. Now, what's going on in crypto? Of course, every day, we all know about the Russell 2000, but what is the actual Russell 2000? What does it actually represent? Okay, obviously, we know like there's been this lagging of the Russell 2000. Now, friends, we have had this nice push up. This is actually beautiful, right? And this is extremely important to see all these pieces of the puzzle starting to move. Look, we have the Russell 2000, friends, and a lot of people, yes, it is frustrating for crypto being the longest and waiting for so long. However, we've got some data here. I got this from BCB, so shout out to BCB. See the 1 year return? See how it's only 14%? So basically, that's all the stocks in the stock market. Only 14% are above the index, okay? Only 14%. So basically, only the big solid ones are moving up. It's kind of like measuring Bitcoin going up compared to its all-time high. But nothing else in crypto has gone up towards its all-time high, right? Unless very, very few amount of coins. So we're waiting for that. We call that breadth. It's basically when all the stocks are going up, every risk sector, health, financial, bank, mining, whatever. So once it's just basically the belly of the economy. And the Russell 2000 is the US shitcoin stock. So once that starts to move up, then we're eventually going to fill up the crypto liquidity bucket. Okay, so we're still waiting for that. Is it going to be the US election? Is it going to be something else? Maybe they just want to wait for another place in time. And also, shout out to Dino here. Dino's asked a question. How is this number? How is it only 14% when the mean is roughly 45%? So it's because there are more stocks in the poopy coin area, pretty much poopy stocks, small and mid caps, and all the money has been stacked to the top. So you want that belly, what we call the belly of the risk curve. So if that starts moving up, it's telling you that everything's ready to expand. Now, friends, you remember when I just shared with you, rest in peace, Big Lenny, and the original memes and stuff out here. So this is how it all kind of evolved, right? Now we have like shortened clips out here and we can do things like this.
I am just being my best.
So it's this, obviously this lady who's swimming like a mermaid, and here I am writing, I don't think she's fitting in my PokeBall. You see these types of memes and having fun and stuff on the internet. It's more streamlined. We're all using Twitter and stuff now. So I'll ask somebody to try and put my head on it. I wonder if they put my head on these things. So it's interesting, friends. Like even if going back in Big Lenny, friends, is just such a character. Can't believe he's gone. He fell in love with a transsexual, and it was real. It was an ongoing story, and he's always had this thing. If you watch him, he never wanted to be a cookie cutter. Okay. He never wanted to be a cookie cutter. That was his, like, when he would diss somebody, that's what it would be like, look at you, you're a cookie cutter, right? And it was just, and he would always get into like these arguments with always people around these like same types of mentality. I don't know how these people find each other, right? But these were the OG memes, friends. These were people, there was no betting and speculating, and there was no streamlining stuff. It's just like, hey, let's put a camera and just see what these people do. It's wild to see all of the fans and all of this embedded in society. It's now moving into crypto because there's finance here. Basically, if you gave delusional, semi-autistic, drug addict people, if you gave them access to money, you have the crypto industry. That's what it seems like. So that's why, I mean, like it's beautiful. I wonder where it's all going to grow to, right? It's probably going to get more mature and will be phased out, right? Because you don't see that type of stuff in fitness anymore. Now you see all these big fitness expos. You have all these people with like teeth, they're photoshopping stuff, and everyone's on gear hard. And they're telling people, hey, you just got to eat chicken and rice and you're going to be ripped with this body fat. And like people got to learn the hard way and stuff. So it's kind of like commercialized, but the fitness industry like blew up in size. So maybe that's what crypto is going to be like. The money will get bigger, but the soul, it eventually does get faded away, friends. It gets more streamlined. But these are the things you never remember. Like you never forget. Sorry, you never forget like Elon Musk Doge. You never forget these early OG days and Bitcoin climbing through the zombie virus. And these are probably golden days as well. These early hotbed memes and cults and all these, like, they might be really streamlined in like 4, 5, 6 years, and we're going to look back and go, wow, these were the days, right? I'm watching a guy in a Pikachu hat running around, right? They're probably going to have, friends, 24/7 crypto channels in 5 to 10 years, like what Crypto Banter does. That's actually Rand's vision, right? Rand's vision is to be a 24/7 crypto channel. So, yeah, man, I'm not looking forward to those days in terms of the soul being lost as we're waiting, for our bags to pump. But yeah, I am going to miss all of this stuff once all what we say the normies start coming in. Now, I want to show you, friends, some more friendship and kindness. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to play for you.
A kiss, a cry, our rights, our wrongs.
Now, this is the Duality of Humans. I have a scheduled post from the 3rd of October, 2023. All right. This was happening at the same time. On the right-hand side, Martin Shkreli. I haven't read this yet, friends. I'm just showing it to you. Look at this. Martin Shkreli, okay? Breaking news, not kidding. SBF has cut his hair. We will see a new look tomorrow. From my source who just saw him at MDC. Well, he doesn't quite have a buzz cut. I'd say he took about 3 inches off the top. So this is what everybody was talking about back then, crypto industry going down. It wasn't moving yet. It was like starting to kind of move a year ago. And then here I am saying why you should never trust the government. They did the Tuskegee experiment where they infected 400 black males with syphilis, an STI that gives lots of problems if untreated. They wanted to see what happens. They gave them no treatment and kept it hidden. So a year ago in the bear market, friends, even in the depths of this despair, where you always have this duality, this line, okay? There is just two paths. We're all going on the same path, but our perspectives are always different, okay? So you're being contrarian, friends, in markets and stuff. It's a different way of thinking, but you're thinking on the winning side, okay? Now, I'm not saying go and be skeptical of the government of everything, but we got to be mindful, all right? So even when Roca Negra's big move, it hadn't happened yet. Bitcoin was still like 28K, you know what I mean? It wasn't big yet. Now we've hit 70K. Now we're going to get more. We've got the Wall Street guys. And you remember hey, everybody's a Wall Street guy. They're making money in the Bitcoin. Once they all start coming in even more and start cheering it, and there's government stuff and Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, don't forget that, man. Don't forget that. All right. This stuff, it's real. It happens, and it's even worse now. There's money on the line. There's a lot of money on the line. Friends, they manipulated gold when it was around 8 to 10 trillion market cap. Okay, that's why I'm firmly of a believer that when Bitcoin or crypto is around 5 to 10 trillion, they're going to do something big. They're going to put the emergency things on. Because, friends, the American stock market is 40 trillion. China is around 17 trillion. Does America think China's a threat? Yes, it does. Okay, what if an industry grew to 10 trillion in size, more than half of China, and America didn't have fully control of it? They'd have a heart attack. Okay, and by they, I mean, the deep state, the Coconut Intelligence Agency, the government. Okay, of course they are. So it's just naturally, they're going to do stuff to ensure that they get the upper hand. And it could come in the form of something like a self-custody ban. You never know, right? So we'll see in the next bear market, I guess. Hopefully, when bags are much higher. Let's enjoy Pikachu, obviously enjoying this nice hot spring. I want to tell you the following friendship information. The best altcoins to buy are the ones that help you sleep at night. There you go. Financial advice. Does it help you sleep at night good? It's actually not financial advice, just because, because everything you technically can sleep. But yeah, so if you want to make the most money, you find high growth altcoins and research the community enough so that your risk lowers down. And I really got to emphasize that. Risk is not price volatility. It is the fear of unknowns. That's what risk is. Okay, so you're new, you listen to this again. You're not getting this from anyone else in crypto, okay? They don't talk like this. They'll never talk like this, okay? I talk like this. You know why? Want to know why? Because this is how you win, okay? Risk is not price volatility. That's not risk, okay? That's schizo. That's schizo events going on, okay? That's not your risk. Your risk is your fear of the unknown, all right? That's your risk. It is actually what you don't know. It's not just the fear. It's what you actually don't know, all right? So if you have, because here's the thing, right? If I told you there's a roulette table here, and it's only got a 10% chance of winning, is that risky? Well, it depends, man. It depends. What's the payout? Okay, 10% chance of winning. Okay, what's the payout? What if the payout is 50 to 1? Okay, it's not risky anymore, is it? Because you know the payout. The payout is 50 to 1, but yeah, it's a 10% chance of winning. So sweet. Every 10 times I do it, I lose $1, but I make like $50. You see? It's the same thing in crypto, but you've got to try flesh out this qualitative analysis to see, okay, maybe this thing has only got a 40% chance of working, but what's the payout, right? It's not a 2x. Maybe the payout's like a 40x. All right, so you always have to assess this, and you can only assess these if you dive deep. That's why I'm here 18 hours a day to figure these things out, friends. I mean, look at PulseChain. The crypto industry has still given, literally, it's still given PulseChain, the ecosystem, especially Hex, it's literally given it a 1% survival rate. They go, well, your chance of being around is only 1%. And a lot of these plebs, they're like, oh, well, I'd get out after 3x, so it's not worth that to me. Okay, well, what if you're wrong, man? What if it doesn't have a 1% survival rate? What if it has a 90% survival rate and the market's only going to wait for it to wake up and do a 20x pump from here? So these are the things we work out. Like, Richard's tweeting. There's 170,000 ETH in the sacrifice wallet. There's 72 streamers. You even know the secret, friends. The most secret of all, I showed you. EHEX versus Pulse recovered. You know this. I'm going to show you on the ratio once again. Friends, this is, if anyone asks you, how did you know it was ever going to work? It's this chart. It's literally just chart. The founder said, I don't like my own coin, and EHEX went back and recovered the full ratio move. That's it. There you go. Everything has been set in stone from that moment. Everything about communities, the asset, everyone who's a believer, being the strongest cult in crypto, they're all words, but that's actually the evidence now. They can actually point it statistically and go, a founder doesn't like one of his own coins, and the market still recovered the ratio back to the speed, the core of the chain he built for it. Also, shout out to Aaron again with some cracker clips. We've just had 2024 play out, and something happened. Okay, meme coins outperformed everything. Will meme coins come about next year? I'm wearing a Pikachu suit right now for you. I'm not wearing an Igon layer suit. I'm not wearing a Molestia shirt. So there you go, friends. I mean, that's all the evidence you really need. Think about it, what we want. I'm wearing a Pikachu hat right now. Okay, so all of these, they are just observations of what we do. Okay, you got to be, friends, you know, like the best comedians in the world, they are really observant with the funny quirks that humans do. We say sometimes are really illogical. You know, we get angry at one thing, but not at another. You know, everyone's like, ha, let's go laugh at the minority. That makes me laugh. But then when it happens to them, it's like, hey, what happened to all our feelings? Let's all work together, right? Humans are all the same like that, right? So if you can figure this stuff out about crypto industry, you end up crushing it. It's exactly what we're doing now. That's why memes have been taken over. Now, with the meme territory, friends, it's going to get really confusing. It's going to get heated. And I want to show you this. Twitter has been going nuts because apparently there's been some Chinese cabal ring that has been uncovered. Now, I don't know the full details. Okay, I got to pay respects. There are 2 Nero dog coins. And I'll be honest, for everyone else, it's confusing. It's just like everybody else saying, which one's the real hex? PHEX or EX? They both have sides. I'm just confused. I'm not going to touch any of them. That's how it feels, right? But what they've done is, friends, look at this. They have found the same Chinese dude. Okay, he is in pictures of multiple meetings of multiple coins. So there really is a cabal. It's Chinese just scammer ring, as you can see. But look, I don't know all the full details, but look at this. Kith, I just found something interesting but quite concerning for the future of the meme coin ecosystem. You have surely heard about the numerous vampire attacks on Neuro and Moodeng. The cabal behind the fake community takeover, Moondeng on ETH, on Ethereum is exactly the same as the fake CTO. Watch as they continue. So friends, basically what they've done is they sent money to Vitalik to get him to dump and get marketing from it. And then they did a fake community takeover and they went and told Binance we're the real Nero and so that's basically what the allegation is. Now, I don't know the full details, but look what this person explains. Look at this. This is how these scum operate. So first I just show you the pictures, friends. Look, they literally have these meetings. It's actually a cabal meeting of these insiders and these Chinese influencers. They're coming out here to basically just shield to everyone else out here. So, and they're doing it in many coins. So look at it. Look what they say. I'll read it out. Their methods. They accumulate 80% of the supply in secret while the price stagnates. They airdrop the majority to influencers, exchanges, and market makers. They airdrop to Vitalik. They rebrand as a fake CTO. Then they have Chinese influencers to promote the token everywhere. Exchanges to list the token they paid for. Liquidity gets drained from the OG of Solana for the benefit of this. So this is a vampire attack. We saw this with OG Landwolf as well, friends. So we know this 100% happens. What they do is, that's why Landwolf, friends, were like, vampire attack by so many angles, but don't worry, we're going to turn it around. We're going to win. We're still here to win. But you just get to see this damage. All of it's done primarily because these people, friends, they don't want to work together. You want to know why? Because these are evil people and they see evil in the world. So they see the world as like, they look at themselves. They go, I'm a thief. I steal from everybody. So therefore everyone else does that too. So I'm just going to go rob everybody else. That's how these people think. Okay. So this person also continues, this is all insane. As I've mentioned in posts, it's happening right now. If we let this cabal win and take over Nero, we're opening Pandora's box to steal every opportunity from here in the crypto industry. And he also mentions here, right, if retail doesn't unite with influencers who don't dump on their communities, start exposing their manipulation together, the meme coin market will be lost forever. So that's why if you're new, like, hey, what's a good token or a bad token? By the way, it could be DeFi tokens, utility tokens. They all dump. Of course, they all dump. But the ultimate difference, friends, is your time frame. That's it. That's the ultimate difference. Your ultimate difference is the time frame. Okay. Cabal and these scum, these people in this group out here that like they have different coins, so they obviously got caught with these photos, right? They have short-term mindsets. They're looking at these things as campaigns for like a month. That's what it is, okay? So we look at PIKA on PulseChain. It's been like month 7 now, month 6. Landwolf, month 7. We're still going. Do you see how we're like building stuff? By the way, Morad doesn't buy a coin if it's less than 6 months old. His words, okay? So just give you an idea of someone who's like, I've got a big thesis. He's like, yeah, I can't touch anything less than 6 months. I want to see it go through the boom bust, and I want to see them start to believe, okay? Because what's that mean? It means the coin went down in the bust part, and you're still believing. You see? So this person out here also tagged all the influencers. Speak out and condemn against the cabal. Look what he also says. These people are here to farm retailers. They're here to extract liquidity for personal gain. They are especially hitting Solana blockchain, which is losing millions in volume every day. Yeah, man. Solana's red ocean. But then I tell you, Solana's red ocean. Thank God these subhuman filth, cockroach gut scum are not on PulseChain, because that would mean our price is high. Okay, it would mean our price is high today, but we're not. But the price will go high enough to get them in. Okay, so don't think we're going to be like safe forever. Look, and even this guy says, who knows? Maybe it even suits Vitalik, just making speculation here. And look, as I say, the poked pictures again, friends. They're involved in all these other community toys. CTO Doggo, Pachita CTO. So, see what the friends, these people are evil. Okay, what they've done is they're using the word community takeover because they know it's got, they know it's got that ring to it, that positive ring. Like, oh yeah, it's a community thing, but you know, they're full of crap. But don't worry, you and I are going to make it to the end, friends. So here's me, he's a 300 dude. Rah! Rah! Don't worry, we're going to play some absolute cranky G music, friends. We're going to pump. We are going to make it, friends. We are most certainly going to make it. Also, shout out to my friend Somi as well. We have me as a Spartan warrior. It has to be me going skit saying moo. Moo! There we go. So, see, friends, these are the things that give these things life. They all just say, I like coin, and then move on to stuff every 30 days. You know, Dog with Hat, friends, has 21% of its supply on Binance. I did not know this. That's big, man. So 21% of Dog with Hat is on Binance. This big cluster, you can actually see in the top right, 21% of the coins. Look at these, Bybit, Kraken, wow. So 26%. Another Binance one, another Gate. Wow. A quarter of the coin is on exchanges. Man, that's wild. They can do anything with them, right? But these exchanges don't have any Hex, PulseX. That's how you know you're still early, right? That's how you know you're still in the game. Do you remember, friends, yesterday I reported on UniChain? Well, Vitalik, I don't think he's too keen on UniChain. He goes, I have a hard time believing this argument. Uniswap's main value prop is that you can just go and get a trade done in 30 seconds without thinking about it. A Uniswap chain or even rollup makes no sense in that context. A copy of Uniswap on every rollup does. So basically, he thinks UniChain is full of soy, but maybe the tech needs to catch up in the future. Maybe what they'll have is it'll be fragmented again, and then if the tech gets faster and faster, it will be on that chain over there. But yes, Uniswap would have to get everyone to migrate over. I don't know, man. I got a feeling if you're trying to get people to migrate, it's kind of like, friends, if you were getting kicked out of your city and the government wants to go to one place, they've now put it in your head that you have to leave. So you just go like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to go look at somewhere else. That's also something that could backfire for them. Here we have Aaron again. Cocked! That's exactly what has been going on. Don't sell your crypto bags, friends. This is the last thing I want to show you. Don't forget this story. Alex Jones' story. He was given 10,000 Bitcoin from Max Keiser, okay?
Saying that Max Keiser is some secret agent of the New World Order, but he used to be a top stockbroker, you know, knows the Soroses, all them. And he's a friend of mine. I like him. But in 2010, was it 2009, we were in a driver, and I brought Rob Dew as a camera guy, and I brought he literally was like, F this, you're an idiot, and basically stormed off. Now, a couple of days later, he was being interviewed by some guy that did interviews in a taxi cab. He said, come over, I'll do the interview now. We did it. But he literally turned red and blew up because he should have kicked my ass. He should have said, you're taking this, you son of a bitch.
So Alex Jones didn't get Bitcoin at the start. That's why Max Keiser is like, you're an idiot. You're a freaking idiot. So because they know, man, friends, you know Max Keiser, okay, he knows about the towers, okay? You know he reported about it. You know on his show, he reported about the 9/11 towers. He knows. He knows. He had guys as evidence. They all know. But if you've got over a certain number of people following you, they take you out. Now, they've let Alex Jones go. Why? Because Alex can always be labeled as a nutcase. We know he's not a nutcase, but he just gets really passionate. But you know that. So that's where it all eventually is going to, friends. But for now, we're just going to enjoy playing in our little crypto casino. Let's hope that we get to this 10 trillion market cap. Bitcoin keeps pushing up. I guess we'll find out what happens next. Catch you soon.